In this video, I'll show you how to identify your career goals and document your career decisions, from strategy to detailed career plans. You'll learn how to create a vision for your future career, record your goals, and how to reach them. This is where you start making decisions about your career. You can't not decide. Not deciding is choosing to do nothing. This applies particularly to career management. If you don't make career choices, you are choosing to leave decisions about your career to others. It might be someone in head office on the other side of the planet, or even one of your rivals at work. People who set goals are far more likely to achieve them than those who don't. A goal provides you with focus and direction in your daily activities. In 1961, John F. Kennedy told the world that the US would land a man on the moon within a decade. He set the goal. NASA made it happen. As a small boy, Sakichi Toyoda watched the women in his village weaving. He dreamed of a more efficient process. As a young man, he founded the Toyota Automatic Loom Works, from which the Toyota Motor Corporation emerged. Today, it's the world's largest manufacturer of cars. These incredible achievements are testimony to ingenuity and grit, but first of all, goal setting. Setting goals is the first step in developing your career management plans. Goal setting is a means of creating opportunities from possibilities. Until a goal is defined, you can't head toward it. Before you start setting goals, here are some things to think about. When you're making career choices, it's a big mistake to ignore the wider context. So, ask yourself how your life choices will impact on your career options. Think about today's workplace. There's more freedom than ever to work in ways that weren't possible a few years ago. Modern technology and changing work practices mean that there's enormous flexibility in how we work. That creates opportunities. The job, that invention of the Industrial Revolution, is slowly ceasing to exist. How do these things impact on you? In the past, promotion within an organization was seen to be the only way to success, and success was generally gauged by wealth or social status. But today, most of us know that success takes many forms. For many, living life to its fullest is more important than climbing the corporate ladder. What does success mean for you? Rate your success to date in percentage terms. What criteria did you use to rate yourself? Take some time to think about that, because if you know what success is for you, you'll have a good idea of what your goals are. So far in this program, you've gathered information about your values, your skills, the type of company you want to work for, and so on. Using your career SWOT matrix, you've started looking at possibilities. Use that information now to work out your career goals, strategy, and plans. While you're thinking, it's useful to document your thoughts. Just putting thoughts down in writing tends to clarify thinking. Over time, you'll see patterns and consistencies in your answers, giving you a clearer and clearer picture of your situation. You don't have to have the perfect answer before you make a note of it. You can change anything on My Dashboard you've entered before. So as your thinking evolves, go back to your program and change your answers. In creating a future vision of your career, adopt a shoes-off approach. Don't constrict your thinking by practical realities. Allow yourself to dream. If at least one of your possibilities isn't off the wall, then you need to dream some more. Be warned. If you even start thinking about departing from your usual way of behaving, you're likely to feel uncomfortable. Our brain causes us to react emotionally to imaginations almost as if they're real. So be prepared to feel uncomfortable when you think outside your comfort zone. But don't let that deter you. In career management, the first thing to do is work out what your goals are, where you want to go in your life. Visualize it. The first thing you do each day is, the next thing is, create a real picture of what your life would be like. It's a great reality test to create a detailed picture about your daily routine in this imagined future, a movie in your head. Learn about possible futures by imagining them. Goals need to be clear, not just fuzzy, vague hopes for the future. Saying, I want a better job or I want to get a life might be a good start to thinking about goals, but these goals are so unspecific that they're useless. Goals need to be specific so they can be objectively measured. Once you've made a decision about your goals, you have a point of reference, so you can then develop a strategy and plans for getting there. Without defined goals, you literally don't know where you're going. Along the way, you may need to adapt your strategy and plans to changes in yourself and your environment. As Dwight D. Eisenhower, former US President and Supreme Commander of Allied Forces for the invasion of Europe in World War II, said, planning is essential. Plans are useless. So adapt your strategy and plans. Update your career strategy and plans regularly to make sure they remain relevant. We humans are not skilled at imagining the future. In fact, we're inclined to underestimate the differences between imagined and actual feelings in the future. Expect that the future will feel more like the present than it is. Compare the present with the past rather than with future possibilities. There is a remedy to these hardwired flaws in our ability to predict the future accurately. Expose your thinking to others and use their feedback to test your future thinking. That way, you're more likely to get a realistic assessment of your thinking and reduce the risk that you've overlooked something important. Planning doesn't guarantee success, but you can improve your chances of success by documenting your specific goals, strategy and plans, communicating your goals to those who can help you reach them, assessing risks. Ask others to comment on any risks they see in your plans. You might even conduct a pre-mortem with others. To do this, ask them to assume that in, say, 12 months, your career is in a mess and you've failed to reach your goals. Ask them to say what caused your disaster. Their answers can let you see the possible risks you might face. Make sure you've exposed your plans to at least one person who doesn't agree with them. The important thing is to start recording your thoughts. Remember, you can always change what you've written when you revisit it sometime in the future. Before you go to My Decisions and answer the questions about goals, ask yourself what you want from life. Then enter your personal goals in the My Decisions section of your program. For 12 months from now, 5 years from now, for 20 years from now. Now enter your career goals. 12 months from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now. Congratulations! By noting your initial goals, you've taken the first step to creating a good career plan. Now you've worked out where you want to go, you need to work out how you're going to get there. Start recording your answers to these questions in My Decisions. What is my unique selling position now? You might ask yourself, did my SWOT career matrix reveal my marketplace advantage? What do I want my unique selling position to be in future? In very simple terms, how will you use your USP to reach your career goals? This is your career strategy. From your simple strategy, you'll make detailed plans. Part of your planning will involve choosing the path you take. Here's some ideas about the different paths you can take to realize your goals. These are not careers in themselves, but ways in which you can implement your strategy to realize your goals. Personal and professional development is often the key to successful career management. You might choose this path if you've realized that you need to learn new skills or improve existing ones as the key focus of your work. You may have discovered your skill gap from one of your assessments or from feedback at work. You might recognize that you need to develop your technical or personal skills. The learning you seek might come from formal instruction or just experience. If your career orientation is technical and functional competence, one of your goals is likely to be to increase your expertise. Change in your organisation may also require you to change to meet new challenges, which require you to acquire or develop new skills. A PhD perhaps? An MBA? Maybe you should just write a book. Understand what you expect from any developmental initiative and reality check that with those who've trodden the same or a similar path before, prior to committing to that path. Unfulfilled work needs and values can often be met by modifying your present position. Role enhancement can, for example, bring fresh challenges, making a boring role an interesting one. If you aspire to a different role, it's essential that you seek opportunities to build and demonstrate capabilities at the next level. Enhancing your role can allow you to do that. A supervisor or mentor may be able to help you identify and facilitate the enrichment opportunities you seek. If you're ambitious for promotion, it's particularly important for you to plan ahead. Management positions are usually highly sought after, so the competition for them is usually fierce. Mergers and acquisition, staff reductions and delayering have dramatically reduced the number of management positions, and the trend will continue. So it's vital that you prepare for your future systematically. Research prospects of promotion in your organisation and out of it. Your goal for promotion may need to be a longer range goal, with development steps on the way to ensure that when a promotion opportunity occurs, you're ready for it. Demonstrated capability is a key criteria for selection in management positions. Finding a role with increased responsibility is a way to achieve that. If you want to reach higher management levels in the future, or are simply seeking variety or fresh challenges, a lateral move, a move sideways around the organisation, is worth considering. You might take a different role to broaden your managing experience and corporate knowledge. You might simply move to another location. Companies like IBM move their executives around to broaden their skills and promote better internal communication. If your experience is seen as too specialised or positions are being eliminated, moving around can give you greater breadth of experience and expand your skill base, making you a more attractive employee. A lateral move is a good way to develop, even if you've plateaued in promotional terms. Lateral moves are a valid strategy for maintaining challenge. This is often not an easy move to make, but a major change of direction, occupation or field can make handsome return, handsome rewards. The disappearance of many occupations and jobs has made this career path a forced march for some. Because making radical change comes with a risk which can be stressful, the more you know about where you want to go, the better your plans for the future will be. Those that make a success from changing their occupations invariably have plans and pursue them energetically. In the last few decades, we've seen a dramatic increase in quality of life. Moving down the corporate ladder or out of it altogether, sometimes referred to as downshifting, has become a common path these days as people seek to find less stressful work. If you've realised that your current employer cannot or will not provide you with the opportunities you're after, you need to explore your options and develop plans to move on. If your employer has changed your role and you no longer find it satisfying, you need to decide whether to find a new role internally or move out altogether. Some people say their career is driven purely by money, but money is just a symbol and it means different things to all of us. Power, good times, security, even love. Money is a means to an end. That's the way it is. People who understand what end money can get them, who know what money means to them, enjoy it more. Those who don't understand can spend their life chasing rainbows. Wealth doesn't matter, utility does. Taking a complete break from work can allow you to gain a new perspective on life, work, and other things too. There are risks associated with taking time out, but for the most part, a well-timed sabbatical can be enormously productive. So when you're deciding which path, up is not the only way. You can adapt or blend the paths I've just described to find your own way. What path will you take? Record your answer. Let's move on now to planning. Good strategy execution requires planned, alternative courses of action to meet every scenario, including worst case. Having a plan A isn't enough. Everyone needs to have a well-developed plan B. As you work out your plans, here are some questions you might ask yourself. Go to My Documents and start shaping Plan A and Plan B here. But before you can act on your plans, you need to reality test them. You need to get as much feedback as you can. Seek feedback from those who know you and who you can rely on to be candid. Show them your tentative plans, ask for their reaction, feedback and advice. Do you think your plans are realistic? Is your analysis of trends and their career implications on target? Based on their feedback, should you continue to pursue the plans you shared with them? What changes might you consider in the light of their feedback? It'll take some time for you to create career plans, then it's a matter of making them happen. You can use the My Actions page of your dashboard to monitor how your plans are progressing and adapt them accordingly. In summary, apply free thinking to set your goals and from there develop your strategy and plans. Keep a log of your thoughts and monitor how they develop. Seek feedback, and more feedback. In the next video, I'll show you how to monitor your plans and goals and make sure that they keep on track.